John Hale, we will start with you. Go ahead.
Now, how much Kellen is shooting like he has the last 2 weeks or 2 games? Does that just kind of open up things for everybody in your offense?
Well, and again, we're not a team. We only took 23s. You know, you should be taking 43. No. You're trying to win at the highest level. There are games you're going to take 20, 15, maybe 22. Anytime my team has taken 33s, we've lost. Now, maybe it's the way I coach, I don't know. But what we did today was we continue to pass to each other. We had one guy that drove past some passes that he could have made that led to turnovers, that led to them getting back in before the half. But the reality of it is we had 27 assists. That's how you play basketball. That's how you create for each other.
Kyle Tucker will go to you, and then Larry Vaught.
About rebounding Western by himself. Why did you want to let him chase some more? Was he going for 30?
No, I got mad. I got mad because we had some guys, your minutes, and if you're not going to play, you're out. I'll put the guys back in. I'm not settling for that. There's a high standard here. And then a minute later, I put them back in. But I think you got to hold kids to a standard and hold them accountable. So I took them out, and then I put them back in. And they wanted me to leave them in to go get 30 rebounds, and I just didn't want to do it. I just said 28's enough, leave them alone. But, you know, he was a beast.
What did you think of that effort? I mean, 28 is the record.
Well, in the first half, and we told him, you know, you better shoot it quick on this kid, because if you try to bounce it and move, he's just 7 foot. He doesn't move. And the kid blocked his shot and made it hard. When he was able to catch it and go right to the basket, he scored. But in the first half, they out-rebounded us. Rick went to that 1-3-1. It confused us a little bit. We were able to talk about it at halftime. I said at halftime, they're either going to do one of two things. They're going to go man-to-man, or they're going to play that 1-3-1. And they went man-to-man. And so we were trying to run some of our grinded stuff to create opportunities, and the kids did well. How about Kellen Grady? How about Jacob Toppin? I mean, and it's not his skill. It's just energy, you know, getting after it. Now, he had some breakdowns. There were some rebounds he needed to go get, but his energy was terrific. Our speed with Xavier and Tai. Kellen flies. I was happy to see Davion make a shot or two. But it's, you know, look, we're a good team. I know I always say, is it your opinion or your hope? We're a good team. When we pass the ball and play this way, we're a good team. And so, like I said, it's a great way to go to Christmas. You know, back-to-back 2 really good games with unbelievable energy. You know, it's good to go to Christmas. I mean, I told them, you know, how many of you guys this morning at the shoot-around, how many of you guys are ready to go for Christmas? Who was the first person to raise their hand? Me. I'm ready. And they all laughed, and they said, we're all ready. Well, let's have a great game so we can have a good Christmas. And a great game means we're going to be the best defensive team, and we're going to play extremely hard, harder than the guy we're playing. And they did it.
Gary Tipton will go to you, and then Larry Vaught.
Yeah, John, I hope I can ask two questions, but just a few games ago, Kellen was struggling with his shooting. What do you think made the difference there?
You know, he and I went in the gym, and I worked with him, and it's me. Not really. I took him out at North Carolina. He passed up on 2 shots. You're out. I won't pass him up again. How many has he passed up to step out of bounds in the corner? Now, the other thing was the reason you're having to pass up a shot, you're catching it like it's horse game, and you're dropping it before. Now he doesn't. If he's open, wherever he catches it, he shoots it from there. Well, now you're going to get it off. I'm trying to get Davion to do the same thing because he drives by jump shots. And now you put yourself in jeopardy. And those turnovers end up being breakouts. So just shoot it. So in the second half, Davion took a shot at the top of the key. He missed it. But we rebounded it. We kicked it out, and Keon ended up getting an and one into 3 points. Now, he could have driven it and turned it over, and it break out for them. That's why I'm saying shoot balls.
Jerry, you said you had a second one? Go ahead.
Hey, John, the other question I wanted to ask. Yeah, I just wanted to ask, you had 27 assists. How does that number play on your mind?
Well, we're trying to get 18 a game. 20 would be better, but 18. And part of it is you got to make the baskets. So it's hard to get assists when you go 2 for 19, or you're missing every jump shot, or you're missing stick back easy baskets. It's hard. So you got to make baskets. But how about this? But you got to make the pass. And the only way he'll get open is you're not trying to make the play yourself. You're just giving it up and moving it. We got ball movement. We then drive, and all of a sudden, the guys that collapsed on the weak side, we get a good shot on a good pass.
Larry Vaught, go ahead.
John, could you just look at Ty's stat sheet and kind of tell me what you see there? And that's just kind of the efficient game you expect from him?
Yep. That's who he is. He's a terrific player. You know what else he is? He's a good defender. He's a good rebounder. And he's comfortable in his own skin.
John Hale, we'll go back to you, and then Kyle Tucker.
Cal, is Dante injured or something else going on there?
Yeah, he hurt himself in practice. I went to stick Lance in, and Lance said, Coach, I'm not feeling right. I'm not loose or whatever, and I'm fine with it. I mean, because I was going to Lance and said, let Damian play. So that's what happened. And I asked Dante before the game, how you feeling? Nah, I'm a little shaky.
Kyle Tucker, back to you. Kyle, go ahead.
Cal, this is 2 straight really good performances. Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead, Kyle.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, this is 2 straight really good performances for you guys coming on, not necessarily short week, but short notice on the opponent and having to scramble on who you're playing. Is there something about this team that sort of when it's a challenge like this, maybe they respond? Or
I got a very, very smart basketball team. And this is crazy. I got some older guys that understand how to be engaged, how to be laser focused. They know because they played. I got some young guys that are still learning. But I got a veteran group.
Jerry, back to you.
Yeah, John, I wanted to ask you about the tornado relief. I think they said $4.6 million. And I wondered what you thought when the governor was introduced at halftime. There were boos from a number, I don't know how many, but audible boos. What do you think of that?
Well, because you're telling me, Jerry, there may have been 6 people boo, and you'll say there were boos. I will tell you that that doesn't bother me. It's all what our government, our state government, is doing to help our people. We raised $4.7 million. I think they gave $100,000 to the game to the American Red Cross. And so now the whole point is, all right, where are we putting this money? We got to get money in people's pockets, like money, but we're going to have to do something about housing. It's got to be long-term. How are we rebuilding downtowns? I mean, it's, we went down, and again, we did some shoes, which are immediate stuff. But we raised $5 million. So now it becomes a chore of government. And it's got to be public-private. There's no question. But today, and let me thank all the fans. I know the fans knew it wasn't our fault that we had to place Western. And I'm telling you, I'm so happy for Western and Rick that they were able to join us in this and then have people see a good game. Like, we played well. It's not that they didn't. They beat Louisville by 10. Could have been more. They beat Mississippi. They played, whether it was Memphis on the road. This team, his team is good. That's an NCAA tournament team. They'll go in their league. They'll be in their league championship race and the tournament championship race. And we beat them pretty good. But I will tell you that, you know, all of it, from our governor to our legislature, it's all hands on deck. How about this? Federal government, FEMA, let's go. And it's got to happen now. I will go back to Mayfield, to Dawson Springs. I talked to the high school coach. He's bringing up his team to watch us practice. I mean, if they call me to come down, I will be down first thing I can be there. If there's any way, any of us, and I know that's all of our coaches. That's Mitch. And what Mitch did today to say we're giving money to this, that's a big deal. And just appreciate what he's doing.
Got time for one or two more. John Hale, go ahead.
You talk a lot about not letting go of the rope over the years. Both these games this week, it was looking like it was going to get close at halftime, and then your guys kind of turned it into a blowout after that. What does that say about this team's progression?
I think conditioning-wise, that the other guys know, like, holy cow, these guys don't stop. And again, free throws. I'm going to say it again. They shot more than us. They did. But I'm telling you, those floaters, and you saw them, the inside-out stuff, Oscar next to the basket, the one good thing is we ended up shooting, does it say 56%? I can't see it. But the game doesn't stop. Here we come. We're pressing, we're running. It doesn't stop. And that's the way we want the game. Now, we're going to be playing teams that are going to try to shorten the game. So I got to figure out ways when they're trying to throw 15, 20 passes before they play, what are we going to do? How do we say you're not playing that way? Well, I've coached teams that I've had to do different things like that, and I got some time over Christmas that I'll look at some things. If they're trying to hold it, what are we going to do? How are we going to play? But I'm happy that these guys get to go home for Christmas. It's been... And again, I'll say, if anybody wants to know about Ohio State and how they play, I watched about 5-6 hours. If you want to know about Louisville and how they play, I watched about 5-6 hours of that tape. So you're right. It was a quick turn to play North Carolina, and this team tells you really sharp, smart players who are engaged and are really focused on how do we got to do this to win.
You guys see this game after game, but tonight is 28 Rupp Arena record. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, it's hard to put into words, frankly, and that's the honest truth. CJ and I were sitting on the bench towards the end of the game, and we were just both like, I've just never seen anything like this. You know, I realized that he was getting most of the rebounds. And apparently he out-rebounded Western just himself. He out-rebounded their whole team. They only had 27 rebounds. But it's incredible. I mean, his will and his motor and his effort and his heart, and it just becomes contagious. When you see how hard Oscar plays, you know, we play that hard. We end up playing that hard. And he was plus 35 today. So, you know, he gives us 28 rebounds, and we're 35 points better when he's on the court. We'll take that.
Kyle Tucker, we'll go to you, and then Jerry Tipton.
Cal made a joke. Basically, somebody asked him why you're shooting better, and he said he took you in the gym and really worked on you with your jumper. But he said really it was in reality, he was just telling you either shoot it or sit down. Is it as simple as that?
Quite literally. At Davidson, we were a three-point shooting team. But there were some shots where we would rather use some shot clock, and I realized quickly in the first half against Carolina that if I'm open, regardless of whether there's 26 in the shot clock or 6 in the shot clock, I'm supposed to shoot it. So that was really all I needed to hear, which I guess I kind of should have known that already. But no, it's great to have a coach that believes in you and wants you to shoot. If anyone from back home or parents or friends ask me why I got taken out, saying because I didn't shoot the ball isn't the worst thing. So, just got to be ready to shoot, ready to be aggressive.
Jerry Tipton, go ahead, and Larry Vaught.
Kellen, it was just a few games ago that you seemed to be struggling with your shooting. What made the difference?
Repetition, continuing to practice. I think I was 2 for 7 from 3 against Notre Dame. That's not so abysmal that I'm going to go into a complete funk over that. Coaches want me to shoot. My teammates trusted me to shoot the ball and make shots, and ultimately I believe in myself as well. And that's all it takes. There's no special recipe.
Larry Vaught, go ahead.
Kellen, Coach talked about the difference in the energy that you guys have had the last 2 games. Why do you think that is, and do you think he's right? Has it just been a whole lot more energy from start to finish the last 2 games?
I think we've had an added chip on our shoulder. I think the Notre Dame game, I think when the season's over, we're going to look back at that game filled with gratitude. We didn't play great. They played well enough to win, and we did some things, and it exposed some things that we just need to work on and some of our weaknesses, and we have responded, and frankly it's been a maturation process for us. And I'm really proud to be a part of this team and to see the way we've responded. The biggest thing is the ball is flying around the court, and we're playing really fast. I think we had 27 assists today. That's incredible. And I'm not sure the exact number against Carolina, but the ball was moving, and it just leads, as evidenced by today and against Carolina, it just leads to great shots and a lot of fun. You can see the joy that we're playing with. Coach McKillop always said, "Play with joy," and it becomes contagious, and you can just see the excitement and the joy we all have for all of us. So I think a combination of all those factors have led to our success the last 2 games.
John Hale, go ahead.
Kellen, in both this game and North Carolina, your opponent kind of went on a run right at the end of the half. Maybe looked like they were going to make it close, and you all just turned it into a blowout. What do you think that says about this team?
We've got some resiliency, and that's also shows some maturity. Teams are going to make runs. It's very hard to just completely shut a team out and not witness at least one run during the game. Western Carolina's punch was basketball's like a boxing match. There's round by rounds. Every 4 minutes is like a round. There's 10 rounds before every media timeout. So they won round 5, and we came back, and rounds 6 through 10 we dominated, and we showed some maturity, some resilience. We didn't get wigged out over a little run towards the end of the half, and we played fast, we guarded, and we made shots when the second half started, and that's what led to our success, and it continued.
Guys, anything else for Kellen? All right, we'll let Kellen go. Questions? Kyle Tucker, I will start with you. Go ahead.
Oscar, for one, it's one thing to break a record, and that's pretty impressive. But it looked like your face when he said Shaquille O'Neal, that one got you a little bit. What was it like to stand there, kind of waving to the crowd and having them adore you that way, and then also to find out that the record you broke belongs to Shaq?
I just found out about the record I broke with the Shaq right now. Eric just said that. I did not know. I'd be shocked. That's amazing. get 28 rebounds in the game, it is blessed. I just want to give all the glory to God because I don't think I can do that on my own, first of all. It is something great. You work harder, and everything is going to be so easy. And for me, just work harder, and I trust God, and I know I'm here to fight, to try to do something new in this program. So that's why I'm always give my best, and every time I step in, I just want to give my best every time.
Jerry Tipton will go to you, and then Tyler Thompson.
Oscar, you out-rebounded, I believe, the Western Kentucky team. You had more rebounds than their whole team. How does that play on your mind?
First of all, that's crazy. It is crazy. So for me, when I go out there, I just go fight. When I stop fighting is when the time is up. Say the game is over. That's when I stop fighting. It's about fighting. When I came here, I told everybody, I told the coach, I don't care about points. I'm gonna get my points, but like, I just wanna go out there and grab every rebound. Fight to get the rebound. When you get more rebound, like I get 28 rebound, I give more position to my team. That is helping us to win the game. That's one thing I did best today. And we got a victory. For me, it's all about victory. That's what I'm there for.
Tyler Thompson, go ahead, and Tim Sullivan.
Hey, Oscar, UK just put a video out. It looks like you got quite the reception in the locker room from your teammates. What was it like to have that moment with them? And also, after pulling down 28 rebounds in one game, can we call you a machine for just one night?
That was amazing. Something like that never happened in my life. It was amazing to see my teammates celebrate, throw the ball on me like that. Call me the machine. I think you can call me a beast for a little bit. I don't think I qualify for machine yet. Coach Kai could let me go for those two rebounds. Then if I go have a 30, maybe you can call me the machine. Right now, probably call me a beast. Yeah.
Tim Sullivan, go ahead.
Yeah, Oscar, you're not the tallest guy in the country. You probably aren't the greatest leaper. Why do you think that you are so effective at getting rebounds?
You just say I'm not the tallest guy, but I think I have big heart. When you need something, it does not matter how big you are. When God say everything is possible, it did not say for certain people. He said for everybody. When you go for it, you're gonna get it. If you don't go for it, they're not gonna bring it to you. For me, I just go for it and I fight for it. That's what I do, fighting. When you go for fight, you ready, you always trying, you're gonna come out with something good. But when you stop fighting, that's where you cannot get what you're looking for. I never stop fighting. I'm always fighting until the time is up. That's why most of the time, and I'm so blessed. God has been so good to me because I run better, I move better than a lot of bigs, and I have a motto. I give thanks to God for that every single day for my life, for everything God has blessed me with. So I will keep doing the best I could to glorify His name and to thank Him for everything. And I gotta do the things I gotta do to help this team.
John Hale, go ahead, and Jerry will come back to you.
Oscar, the single game record for UK is 34 from like 1955. Is that something reasonable that you could do this year?
34. Right now, I'm taking day by day. Today is over, so tomorrow it is what it is. But like I believe, with the God I trust, I think I can go for that one night. I hope Coach K don't take me out. I hope he don't. Because tonight, if I could finish the 5 minutes left in the clock, I think I could go for 34. That could be good.
Jerry, coming to you.
Yeah, Oscar, I wonder what was it like to go up against the 7'5" guy?
It was a little bit nightmare. Because every time I try to go up to shoot the ball, he just got me. I was pissed out there. I said, how you just gotta be this tall, man? Like, why do you be hitting? What did you do? How tall is your parents? So it was tough because I could not get it. You gotta shoot it fast. If you don't shoot it fast, you know where the ball is going. It's not going to the rim. They're blocking it. So it was tough matchup. One thing I realized, he was not going for rebound and he was not fighting for rebound. He just wanna block it. And I say, then if I'm not scoring, I gotta get every rebound. Then the result came out to the hand. I had 28. So that's what I did the best today.
Guys, I don't have any questions in the queue. Anything else for Oscar? One once. One twice. All right, we will let Oscar go. I know not everybody can join both press conferences, obviously. They're going at the same time. We will put those replays up on the media center for you to access. Other than that, we'll send everything out here in just a bit. Everyone have a safe and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.
Oh, that was fun.